Cassie, and today I'm doing a video on just the fact on a little thing that happened today. I mean, it's not a huge deal. I just find it really funny. And the story is, okay, so I got a new job, and I'm going to be working in a kitchen at a nursing home. And I find it really fun, and at the same time, because of the people I'm going to be working with, they seem kind of fun. I was really worried about that because I love to talk, obviously. If I love, I don't do videos that often, but I still do videos. And I find it to be a very satisfying, fun thing to do videos this way, because not a lot of people hold a strong amount of confidence inside. And I will admit it, I'm one of those people. I have really almost zero confidence most of the time. I'm lucky if I have any when I feel it, but today I met the two of the cooks and the dinner manager, kitchen manager. I met them, and when I met the later cook, who's been there, let's say, about a month, she's about 50, I want to say. The other lady, the other cook that's been there longer, is about 40, late 40s. And one of the funniest things, though, that they said was, wow, they just keep getting younger and younger. And later I asked her, I'm like, how old do you think I am? She's like, well, 22. I'm like, well, that's a bit older. And they're like, well, that's what they told me. I was thinking more 15, 16 range. And I'm like, nope, I'm older than Sierra, who's one of the more younger girls in the kitchen. So I was like, I'm older than her. I almost can drink. So I just found it funny because she kept on bringing it up during the day, and I'm just like, no, that is wrong. But it was a really good, almost cheap laugh. A lot of the ladies are very wound up and love to joke, and I'm so excited to see what kind of jokes they'll go and how far they go, but I'm kind of scared because sometimes I go a little far, and I've made people angry that I've worked with when I go too far, especially when I'm tired and I've had a lot of caffeine. So I'm really not excited for my 6 o'clock shifts in the morning. But still, to me, I love cooking, and I wanted a full-time, at least almost a full-time job. And even if I work a couple of days a week, I'm still making enough to live by. And even so, as well, I just wanted something that I can do more do a lot more hours, even if it's a couple times a week, still have more hours put in, and still possibly have time for myself and for my friends. Luckily, so far, I believe my weekends are matching up with my close friend who works there, because she's really the only person I hang out with. So I'm really excited to try to start this, and I'm really hoping that ideas will come to my mind, talk for poems and stories when I talk. Hopefully talk to some of the residents there. And at the same time, though, I'm really iffy about talking to them because when I was a kid, both of my grandmas were in a hospice, and we visited them, and it was a really hard time, and just walking around there, some of the areas reminded me of where Grandma was, and I felt really sad, and I almost broke down. And I was like, no, you applied to this. You are working here. You have the job here. You need to suck it up. Get by this. And it's the same thing when I'm actually in like hospital areas where they have the rooms. I will start feeling a little sick and nervous and sad. And sometimes it's alright, and other times it's not. And I will tell you, it's part of human nature. We find things that will do that to us. It will spark a certain memory and bring a piece of anxiety or depression or even anger up. And I'd rather try to move past that and just try to help people as much as I can. That is my life goal, is try to help people, either elderly or kids or anything else. Though I'm really worried because apparently the teenagers that work night shifts don't really have good work ethic. So I'm a little worried once I start working with them. But at the same time, I'm like, well, if they don't, they're just going to have to learn quickly that I expect them to be working top-notch while I'm there. And that's what I hope for. I might not get it right away, but I'm going to talk to one of the other night cook and see if she'll do something, try to work with me and work with them, for we can try to make it so that we can get best of what we can do and not mess anything up or get confused, and make sure that the residents know where they're supposed to be and what they're going to have, because the kids are just jumbled up. There's nothing else to it, and I will admit I will be jumbled up, I will be confused, but I'm not gonna let that define what I expect from myself. That's what I want. I expect the best I can do at the full amount of my power. I expect at least that. That's what I expect. That's what I want. Will I always do that? Probably not. I'm human. But do I want that? Yeah, of course. I expect to try to understand things and get things done as soon as I can, as fast as I can, as well as I can. And I'd rather have all of this and not have any issues, and hope that everything will just fly by, go well, and be fine. Will I? Probably. But yeah, this is what's going on, and I just wanted to do a small video because I thought the beginning was funny, but also I want everyone to understand that if switching jobs, starting a new type of job, even just going to a different place can be nerve-wracking and troublesome and all of that. Just be calm and believing in yourself. I didn't for a while until I had messaged one of my friends, and I was talking to him, and I was talking about how nervous I am, and he just went, just have faith, you know, be calm, be yourself, and you'll knock this out of the park. So I'm gonna take his word for it, and I'm gonna believe in myself, and I'm gonna work as hard as I can, and hope that the best can come out of everything. And that's what I hope that everyone else will expect from themselves, is at least the best they can do in whatever condition they're in. And if you think you can do better, try to push it so you can do better, but don't, like, I'm gonna use weightlifting as an example. Don't be like, I'm gonna be able to bench 100 pounds. I'm able to bench 100 pounds. Well, I want to bench like 200, 300. I'm not gonna put straight up 100 weights. You know, the weight of 100 right on it right away to make it 200. That's like a death wish for your muscles and possibly you. At least in my mind, you're not gonna just jump to way higher weights than what you're used to. You need to build your way to that. And that's what I expect from myself, from what I know to what I expect from myself, and slowly build it up. And that's what I hope everyone else is expecting and doing for themselves, is slowly building up their confidence, their belief, their faith, their skills, everything, until they reach a level that they're comfortable at, that they can have, and they feel like they can do more. You can try to build it up. Do what you can. And if you do, that's awesome. Just keep what you were comfortable at in mind as your minimum. And sure, you could possibly raise your minimum. But there's things that you're comfortable with at that, and at least make that your goal for the day. And just believe in yourself. No one else will. What are you gonna do? Believe in yourself, because who else will? Even if they tell you they do. Are you just gonna make sure that you build yourself on that person's belief for you? You can. But the main one belief that you should be building off of is yourself. Not everyone else's. Because that's not gonna help you too much. That can help you start it. But that won't do much more than that. Alright? So start with what you can, do what you can, and work. Because life is hard. It's not always going to be a walk in the park. And it's not always going to be rainbows and unicorns and sunshine, but it's not always going to be dark, scary, creepy horror film that's going to grab you and throw you into a coffin, or throw you into a very dark pit that you have to climb out of. It's not always going to be that. I mean, there's a small possibility in everyone's life that they're going to fall down. And it's just a matter of what they do. And the key point is to always pick yourself up. No matter what. Pick yourself up, even if you need to have someone help with that weight at first. Because don't we all have a little crutch when we hurt ourselves? But it's a matter of when we realize that we're healed, we're fine, we can put that crutch to the side and hope that you won't always have to go back to use it. Because you should have yourself. You should have your strength. You should have your mind. Body and mind is the most important thing in life. Try to build it and have confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because that's something a lot of people work for in life. That I'm working for, that my mom's still working for. I found it amazing when you talk to people and they tell you what their goals are and what their goals were and how they met them. It's amazing. it really opens your eyes. Just remember that. Alright? Signing off. Remember, be kind, be yourself, be courteous, be courageous, be confident, and just have fun while being yourself.